bravo, Andy, really, hustled that. So talented, such a legend. And she's Aussie. Coffee machine. Let's
right
get
there with
real.
you.
A third thing. Hi, I'm Kylie Minogue, and you're watching Billboard News. Hi.
Kylie, thank you so much for being here. How are you today?
Billboard, thank you for having me.
Just gonna start with Padam Padam, because obviously Padam Demonium, took the country, took TikTok by storm. The hook, the delivery is a little different from what you'd expect for a pop song.
Mm-hmm.
Did that give you any freedom to kind of approach these Tension 2 songs differently?
Yeah, it opened a lot of doors. It was the one for me
Right.
at this point in time. It was the wave that I was able to catch. I'm still riding it, not on that song solely, but everything that's around that. I say that I'm in my Villanelle era, like Killing Eve.
Love
You
that.
probably haven't heard that unless you've heard Tension 2. But
I have, yes.
I guess I kind of took it in my stride recording it, but now that I'm looking at it as a body of work and thinking, what are other people going to hear? And I think that would be kind of a strain throughout it in a not creepy way.
Right. I definitely heard some Padam vibes in the collab you have with Bebe and Tove.
Yes.
That was so fun. You say your name, astrological sign.
What's your name? What's your sign? I'm Kylie, you're Gemini.
What's your star sign?
I'm Aquarius.
Oh,
So, yeah, hi, it's
we're
me.
meant to be
yeah.
friends.
Yeah, exactly. What kind of inspired that, the bringing the astrology into it?
Actually, when we reached out to Bebe and Tove, thinking, I hope neither of them are Gemini. It would really help this song if we were all different star signs,
Right.
which thankfully we were. I've watched them over the years, and the fact that they had so much excitement to come on this track was really nice.
Right. And Bebe presented you with the Billboard Women
She
in Music
did,
Icon
she
Award.
did.
for
Yeah, it
Good
was
Singer.
such a lovely speech as well. It was very, very generous of her.
Yes. I wanted to ask about another collab on the album. Dance Alone has Sia on it.
I just wanna dance alone. I just wanna dance alone.
The High Priestess Sia.
The High
yes.
Sia, who's a brilliant, singer-songwriter. Is there something for you kind of different about collabing with a fellow Aussie on a track?
There will always be a thing, Aussies. You never, if there's one Aussie, you're probably not far from another Aussie.
Right.
We're kind of
Yeah.
we're everywhere, by the way. So yeah, the fact that Sia's just so talented, such a legend, and she's Aussie, and I know her from 10 years ago. We worked
Right.
together, so that was a pretty easy yes when she asked if I'd jump on her track.
Not gonna
That's
say
modern
Sia.
parlance, folks. You jump on people's tracks these days. Hey, DM. Hey, you want to jump on my track? Sure, I'll jump on the track.
And you
It's not the 80s anymore, is it?
It's not the 80s anymore. No, well, you're recording, remotely and at home, so that's entirely different.
Which, by the way, has changed my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so are you really getting into the weeds in terms of the programs and engineering?
I generally just record raw because I'm old school and I like that. I want to hear what I'm singing.
Right.
I was successful and then I had to learn everything on the go and on the job.
Right.
I really wish someone had suggested, or I just actioned it sooner to learn that skill and spend time with the mic and with the kit myself.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Because think about it, it's the portal. That's the thing.
that's it. That's what people are hearing. I mean, they're not in the room with you.
And
so.
all those years, it'd be, you're in the studio, you're doing a sound check, you're doing a show, we've hired blah blah studio. It's just different.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I feel like I have ownership over that.
One of the songs I really enjoyed on the album, Good Is Gone, gave me a little, kind of moody, Impossible Princess vibes.
Who would think that losing you would be so much fun?
Which
That is cool.
it is cool. I love
thanks.
Impossible Princess. Shout out.
Shout out, Impossible Princess.
But it did kind of make me wonder. So this tour coming up, you have a big global tour. Are you gonna dive back into some of those?
There was a very big internal GULP then. You're like, it's a world tour. I'm like, look casual. But
It's-
inside I'm going,
Yeah. Right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. It's your biggest global tour, I believe.
In a long time.
In
yeah.
a long time, yes, I should say. And first in the US big tour since 2011. But are we going to hear some unexpected choices, you know, from the back catalog, some surprises?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think so, yeah.
All right.
It's Tension Tours, obviously Tension
For
Tours.
sure.
Within this kind of that sonic landscape, you know, you have a taste of each decade.
Mm-hmm.
A real joy for me at the moment is one of the songs that kicks off with live shows is Locomotion.
Come on, to locomotion with me.
It was the song that started
What
my
put
career.
you on the map? Yeah.
Yeah, and then over time there was a period where it's like, I don't know how to do it. It's like so uncool.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do it? And now everything's come full circle. I
Right.
can really, with all my heart and
Mm-hmm.
enthusiasm, do every song from the catalogue because time's passed and
I love that.
and we, you know, cream rises to the top. And
Yes.
Locomotion has its place.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, this tour obviously follows a very successful and very amazing Las Vegas residency. Is any of that going to work its way into it, or is this a totally fresh start, different thing?
The Vegas residency was super fun,
Mm-hmm.
really successful. I could confidently say to any of my friends or any, you know, someone who said, "Oh, we're coming to Vegas," like to my show,
Right.
really say, "You're gonna have a blast." Like it was super fun. I actually did go deep into the audience. I ended up on
Yeah.
people's tables.
Right. Yeah.
A world tour, arena tour. Obviously, I can't do that same thing, but I
Right.
definitely want to take some of that spirit with me. So,
I also, one of the things that struck me about this is you're playing at Madison Square Garden. And I know you've been there before, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I think it was a Jingle Ball.
it was a Jingle Ball. Yeah.
Like in 20, you know, right after
2001, must have
one
been?
or two, yeah. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, this is your first headliner at the Garden.
Yes.
What is that like at this point in your career to be like, I am headlining the Garden?
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. I know, it feels slightly like an out-of-body experience. I'm not even there yet. This is
Right.
next year.
Right.
But well done, tour
Seriously.
team. Yes.
Well done you.
done.
This is you. What are your like touring essentials? Like when you hit the road, like what are, you know, 3 things that you just cannot live without?
Coffee machine.
I'm
Let's
right
get
there
real.
with you. Yeah.
A vocal tube I've mentioned recently, you know, like a warm-up tube. A third thing, my phone.
What are you looking
I'm sure
at in your
there's something
phone?
cooler.
What are you looking at in your phone when you're getting made up? You texting people? Are you on social media?
I might, less social media, more just hitting a playlist or something. Yeah.
Recently, you got your second Grammy, which congratulations. Well deserved. You know, I know you don't do it for the awards, but what does a Grammy mean to you though, still, when you get that recognition?
It was super sweet. It was 20 years after the first Grammy, and there's a lot of layers to it. I was super proud. I was blown away. I was really nervous beforehand, thinking the self-talk that everyone has, like, it's okay, if you know, like, it's
Right.
great to have a nomination. When my manager came in and said, congrats, you're a two-time. I don't know if you've seen the video. I was in my robe, and the first call I made was to my A&R in London, who mustn't have been live streaming, because I was like, Jamie, I FaceTimed him. Jamie, he's like, you all right, man? How's it going? I went, we did it. He's like, what? Because I really feel like
Right.
it's such a group
Yeah.
effort. We got the Grammy. Yes, I was super emotional and proud. And again, slightly out of body experience.
Well, it's insanely well deserved.
Thanks.
Ah.
Oh, and the other little sweetness in that is it was the inaugural dance pop.
Right. Yeah,
Dance
you'll be
pop,
the
yeah.
first ever. I mean, I
Yeah.
almost feel like they created it for you, really.
I mean,
Your
I
impact.
wouldn't be mad at that. It's probably been a while coming to have that specific category.
Yeah, for sure. You know, depending on how the election goes, we could end up with a president who's on camera saying Padam Padam, which is wild.
Yes.
What is the craziest, like, pinch me moment you've seen of other folks, you know, kind of?
Well, that was definitely one. Bravo, Andy, really, you know,
Yeah.
hustled that. I'm going to go a super random one that's literally just fallen from the sky into my brain. So it was the BAFTA Awards in London, and it was at this cool little hotel in London, and Frances came in, and she just went, Kylie Minogue! And I'm just like, Frances McDormand is not going to know who I am. So that was good random access there.
I love that. Yeah, that is very unexpected. But why wouldn't you know who Kylie Minogue is?
Well, many reasons, like, I don't know.
I wanted to ask about one of the songs from the album that is out right now, Lights, Camera, Action.
That's it, yep.
That's it. And so, you know, you have a lot of experience in front of the camera, whether it's photo shoot, fashion shows, TV, film. Did that kind of play into this song as you were like preparing to, you know, to perform it?
Not recording the song, but once we knew the song had made it on the album and decided this feels like a good single to, like a call to arms, like this is it, it's happening, and the tour is happening. So when I was speaking with my video director, the one and only Sophie Muller, who's just awesome, and felt obvious, we've got to be on a film set. A lot more to do than that, but I have also been looking through a lot of archive material, photos, videos, all sorts of things. And because I was in this frame of mind of what's his video going to be, on stage, backstage, and I guess because I was tuned into that, I saw so many behind the scenes photographs or videos of me on sets forever, like back to my first videos in the late 80s. And I just thought, I really have been doing this my entire adult life. So that, I don't know, gave it a little bit more gravitas for me. And I just thought, yep, been doing this for a while and I love it. I mean, with all the challenges and everything, but it speaks to me and it always has. Stepping on set as a kid, and my first job was acting on a set.
The tour coming up, what are you most excited for people to see?
I'm just excited for us to be together, to share this moment in time, and especially this moment in my life and career, and you know, for fans, I think for the, as I started calling them, the OG fans, that are so thrilled. I feel like it's not just my success, it's lots of people's success, because this is commitment and love and passion and possibility and kind of breaking rules that, I don't know who invented the rules, but here I am having this reach. So it's kind of less about what I want them to see, but what I want them to feel and experience, and just live your best life. Be your best self.
I love that.
Come on, let's go.